Hello, my name is Minh. I am a graduate student at Lehigh University. Today I will talk about the very basics of using Blender. Blender it is a professional, free, and open-source 3D graphics software program. Blender can be used for creating animated films, visual effects, art, 3D printed models, interactive 3D applications, and video games. Learning Blender is not easy, but Blender has unlimited possibilities for you to create 3D organic shapes, and it can help you to understand about the complexities of computer animation.
To install Blender, you go to Blender website, then you click on download. There are 3 platforms for you to choose, but remember to choose only the platform which is suitable to your laptop. I use Mac, so I choose Blender for Mac. Blender is open. The screen display will be shown. The Blender screen open with the version panel. Slap bang in the middle. Click anywhere in the screen to remove this panel. This area is the main window with the cube object, the camera, and the lamp. Without the lamp and the camera, nothing what is rendered will make sense because there is no light. By default, the cube is selected with the orange outline around the cube. Press A to select or deselect it, or you can use right-click mouse button to select. However, remember to use A to deselect it. As for the mouse, you right mouse click to choose an object. You use middle mouse button to zoom in or zoom out or rotate the view. You press and hold down Shift key button and middle mouse button to pan around the view. In any object, you can see 3 arrows, red, green, and blue arrows, which are 3D manipulators allowing to move the object in the x-axis, y-axis, or z-axis. This is a 3D cursor. If you click anywhere in the scene with the mouse, the 3D cursor relocates to wherever you clicked. Now, if you were to introduce another object into the scene, you go to Add, Mesh, and you choose whatever object you like, and it will be located exactly at the position of the cursor. Press Shift key and click the right mouse button to make multiple selections. And if you don't want to keep these objects, you press X key on the keyboard to delete the objects. To add an object, you click on Add in the information window header and you choose whatever object you like. If you choose Mesh, you can see 10 basic shapes of primitives from which to commence modeling. I can choose UV sphere. Another way to add objects is you press Shift A on the keyboard to display the same list. Mesh it is a collection of vertices, edges, and faces that describe the shape of a 3D object. To make it easier to work with, I switch the view in the way which I feel the most comfortable with. To view the object, I go to the View menu and I can choose a view which I like. I can view the object from a perspective or orthographic projection. Here you can see that the object it is viewed from the user orthographic projection. I can view the object from the camera, the top, the bottom, the front, the back, the right, the left, and I prefer to work from the front view. Another way to view the object is you create a number pad. You go to File, choose User Preferences, and you click on Input, and you put a check mark on Emulate Number Pad. Now you can click 7 to see the top, 1 to see the front, 3 to see the side, 0 to see the camera, and 5 to see the object from the perspective. Now I switch back to the front view. I switch from the object mode to edit mode to make additions. I can go here to choose edit mode. I can press Tab key on the keyboard to toggle between edit mode and object mode. I switch from solid frame to wireframe to make it easier to edit by click here. Or I can press Z key on the keyboard to toggle from wireframe to solid. Now the object it is in editing mode, so I click A on the keyboard to select or deselect the whole object, and I zoom out a little bit to see the object clearer, and I switch back to the front view. To select an area of the whole object, I press B on the keyboard, and if I want to delete the top area, I will press X, and I can delete all the vertices on the top area of the object. Now if I want to make a bow, I should flatten the bottom. I press B key to select the vertices I want to delete. I press F key to make a flat face. I press E key on the keyboard to extrude. E key again to extrude. I press S key on the keyboard to scale the bottom part of the bow. Now switch from edit mode to object mode, from wireframe to solid frame. You can see that there is no thickness in the object, and to add thickness to the bow, you go to Modifiers in the toolbar of the basic Blender buttons, and you click on Add Modifier. You choose Solidify, and you can add the thickness value. You can see that the thickness it has changed. So you can add the thickness value to the value which you like. The higher the value is, the smoother the object is, but the longer it will take to render. To finish smoothing, you click on the Smooth button. To set materials for the bow, you go to Material. You click on the Material button and choose New. Make sure that you choose Cycles Render. And then you click on Use Nodes, and you choose any color you like. And this light is used to change the intensity of the color. Okay, I like this color. And then you choose the surface for the bow. I prefer glass, so I click here. I have mentioned some basics of 3D modeling using Blender. To finalize modeling, you can play around with positioning the lamp and the camera, which I use to manipulate the light. You can go to Edge, click on Mesh, choose Plane to create a surface for the cup to sit on. And you go to Material again, and you choose a value for the surface, color, roughness. And to create the background for the final product, you go to World and you choose the values for whatever you want. And to see what the final product will look like, you go to Render button, which looks like the camera, and you choose Render. To increase the quality of rendering, you go to Sampling and you change the value for rendering. The higher the value is, the better the quality is, but the longer it will take. So far, I have covered what Blender is, some basic key commands of using Blender to model, and how to make a simple 3D modeling. I hope you find this video useful, and good luck with Blender. And don't forget to save your product in file or image form. Thank you for listening.